Good morning children, I am Sandaisis. Now I am going to teach you microorganisms medicinal use. In the last class we learned the use of microbes in food industry and in beverage industry as commercial use. Now we can see the third use, that is medicinal use of microorganisms. When we fall sick, we go to the doctor and the doctor may prescribe antibiotics in the form of injection or tablets. So these antibiotics are prepared from microbes. Okay, so the microbes are used for the preparation of medicines such as antibiotics. So the important microbes which are used for making antibiotics are bacteria and fungi. Here, the antibiotics are medicines which kill the disease-causing organisms. Disease-causing organisms, I taught you in the last class. What is disease-causing organisms called? Disease-causing microbes are called pathogen. So, these medicines can kill the pathogen or it can stop the growth of pathogen. So what is antibiotics? The medicines which can kill the pathogen. Pathogen means disease causing microbes. Pathogen or can stop the growth of pathogen. So antibiotics are medicines which are used to kill the disease-causing microorganisms or can stop the growth of disease-causing microorganisms. And the commonly used microbes for the preparation of antibiotics are bacteria, fungi, etc. And the commonly used antibiotics that are prepared from microbes are, so example for antibiotics, streptomycin, erythromycin and tetracycline. These are the commonly used antibiotics prepared from microbes. The antibiotics are even mixed with the food of livestock and poultry to prevent the microbial infections. And these are also used to control the infection or diseases in plants. So all these antibiotics are prepared from the microbes such as bacteria, fungi, etc. And these antibiotics do not work on viral diseases like cold, flu, etc. Okay, next we can see the first antibiotics. The first antibiotics was prepared by Alexander Fleming from the fungus Penicillium notatum. And the name of the first antibiotic is penicillin. Let's see. So, Alexander Fleming prepared the first antibiotics from the fungus Penicillium notatum. Okay, this is the Penicillium notatum and that antibiotic is called penicillin. So this is the first antibiotic prepared by Alexander Fleming. Is it clear? Next we can see what are the precautions must be taken while taking antibiotics. That is very, very important. So what are the precautions while taking antibiotics? The first thing is, it should be taken, the antibiotics should be taken only on the advice of a qualified doctor. Okay, if you are suffering from any kind of illness, with the advice of a qualified doctor only, you can take antibiotics. And the second point, must finish the course prescribed by the doctor. And the third precaution, if taken when not needed, the body develops resistance to them. Next time when you fall ill, need these antibiotics, they would be less effective. That means, if we are taking antibiotics without the prescription of a doctor, our body start to fight or resist to that particular antibiotics. Next time when you feel the sick or when you feel ill, when you fall ill, if you need that particular antibiotics in your body, that do not work there. So that's why without the advice of a prescribed or a qualified doctor, do not use antibiotics. So these points are very, very important. What are the precautions must be taken while taking antibiotics? Is it clear? And next we can see vaccines, the next medicinal use of microbes. Actually, vaccines are dilute or inactivate form of disease-causing microbes. So vaccines are inactivated or diluted form of microbes. What kind of microbes? Disease-causing microbes or pathogens. So the disease-causing microbes or pathogens in inactivated form or diluted form, that is called vaccines. It cannot cause any kind of diseases. That's why it made inactive. So that inactive or diluted form of pathogen is called vaccine. And this vaccine can be inoculated or introduced into a healthy body in the form of injection or oral drops, and that is called vaccination. So vaccination means, vaccination is the introduction or inoculation of vaccine or inoculation of vaccines in a healthy body. In the form of injection or oral drops. So vaccine and vaccination, you got the idea? So actually this vaccines, when introduced into the body through vaccination, it creates an antibody. Antibodies are created by the vaccine in a healthy body. So the body starts to fight against this particular vaccine or particular pathogen by producing antibodies. For example, we can see polio vaccine. Polio vaccine means the vaccine which contains polio virus, but it cannot cause polio because it is in inactive form. Okay, so when the polio virus in the form of polio vaccine is introduced into the body of a baby, that body must produce antibodies to fight against this polio virus, and that antibodies remains there in the body of the baby throughout the lifespan. When the same polio virus attack to that body in the lifetime, definitely that antibodies which remains in the body can fight against this active polio virus. Is it clear? So once the antibodies are created by the body through vaccination, that antibodies are remaining there in the body throughout the life. And when same pathogen is attacking the body, these antibodies can recognize that particular pathogen and can fight against that particular organism or pathogen. Is it clear? This is the way how the vaccine works. Is it clear? And the first vaccine was prepared by Edward tuberculosis, hepatitis, rabies, etc. Okay, so the vaccines are very effective medicines that are prepared from microbes. Hope you understood everything about the medicinal use of microbes as antibiotics and vaccines. That's all for today.